So, in your opinion, what games do you think are the worst?
Sports games.
Is there a specific reason why?
Boring as hell. I mean,
I think that kind of clarifies why you think they suck.
all right, yeah, and I think that concludes our podcast.
Yeah, I think
Sports
that's
games
it.
suck. All right, that's it.
That's it. Well, to go more into it, they suck. Because the statistics are ass. No matter what game it pretty much is. It could literally be from a fighting sports game to football, soccer, just any sports game. Play the winning team of whoever came out that season, or the fighter that did good that, what you call them, season, or that fight during that year. And then basically you have the all around stats. Yeah, you basically the
like if you play a college football game, Alabama will always be the best team to play. They'll always have the best stats.
I think there was was last year or 2 years ago that they actually did lose, I think, finally.
Oh really?
But pretty much all around, they are the number one team in general. Like, they're just that good. They're like another breed over there.
Bunch of inbred fuckers. All they do is play football.
Well, they're fast as fuck, bro. So does that mean that whatever they're doing, it's working? You got the superior beings over there?
Oh my god. Don't make that a thing.
Oh. I'm just saying.
The only sports games that I actually like
if people think that Florida is like with the weird people, or like, oh, they can stand up to alligators and stuff. What if in Alabama was like a secret lair that they're actually creating like the next gen of human species, to where they're like their own subspecies, and like that's why they're so good, so athletic. They're like a whole nother fucking breed. They're not born, they're made. Alabama made.
Alabama strong.
Ooh, that's a pattern right there. They're creating Forrest Gumps. He had one of the best lives. But yeah, back to going back.
I wouldn't have wanted his life.
I think his life was pretty dope.
His life was interesting, but it wasn't.
He survived a war. That's pretty cool. I mean, he survived the Vietnam War. Met two presidents.
Oh, that's crazy, right? He survived Vietnam. His friend Bubba didn't survive.
Bubba, man. Sucks.
He had the golden ticket.
He had the golden ticket, bro. It sucks that he died. For anyone who hasn't seen it, it just sucks. He wanted to go home, man.
Everyone wanted to go home.
No, but Bubba wanted to go home. This was about Bubba. And then Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. Fucking the guy from CIS.
It's
NCIS
so
or
funny
like
that
CSI.
It's so funny that movie did so bad when it first came out, and it became a pop culture over the years.
That's how most movies are. Bitches can't decide if they like a movie when the time it comes out.
The first time I saw it, honestly, I saw it as a good journey. Like, the story was just so good. Like, shit, he had a very, very eventful life. He did shit that people wish they could do.
You met the president twice?
Yeah, he became an all-state football
ping
player.
pong?
And he's a ping pong champion against, what, Russia or China?
Oh, he played football too?
Huh?
He played football too? For college, right?
He played for Alabama.
I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. They're creating Forrest Gumps. That's the whole thing I was saying, like, creating sports. That's why Alabama's really good.
Bama. Well, blah, 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 blah.
But yeah, I mean, back to, like, yeah, sports games are, like, the worst games you could possibly play.
They're boring.
You go year to year, back to back, 2022, or was it 22 or 23? It's the same crap. They barely changed, like, the graphics. One time I tried it. I was like, you know what? I wanted to change broaden my game horizons. And I tried a sports game. I tried I don't know what basketball game it was.
It was like NBA 2K 2020 or something.
All I know is
back when
the
you were in
game
college.
was ass. Yeah, I tried it in college and it was the worst. It was the most, what's the word? Most wasteful amount of money that I've ever, wasted. It was literally a waste. to the point I was so disappointed, I sold the fucking game for like $1 or some shit like that. Like a $20 to $40 game for like chump change. Cause it's just ass. That's how worthless it was to me. I was pissed that I didn't get the money amount, but at the same time I was like, yeah, no, this is how much it's worth. It's shit. You hit the green bar and you still fucking miss. It's just stupid to me. And then I guess UFC's pretty good. I played UFC, what was it, 3? No. 2010? I don't know what it was called.
The one with John Jones and...
It was Brock Lesnar on the front, I think.
Oh, that one. The Undisputed series.
Undisputed, yes. It was like the before ones. It was good. I mean... Yeah, I guess like any other fighting game, but... Yeah, you go against a guy that has good stand-up, and let's just say you made your character all ground game, and he hits you instantly. Yeah, your ass is going down. I mean, you just lose instantly. There's like no coming back from it.
Unless you juke him. I don't know. Jose hates me. Whenever we play, I always choose characters with like good grappling because I like figured out how to grapple in UFC 3.
Does he not know how to anti?
Oh, he learned, but
no defense.
I guess like because it's super easy to grapple people and to get submissions. It's kind of bullshit.
Oh yeah, that's why it's like, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of like, would it be cool to go? I've never been to a UFC fight like live or nothing. Not to like in anything. Not even a main event. Not even those small sub events or whatever you want to call them. But I mean, it would be cool to still attend one. But then if you're going for this high fight or whatever that you want to see this guy, and you see your guy beat him in like a minute of the first round, is it impressive? Fuck yeah. But it sucks because you paid who knows how much, how close you want to sit to the ring, and it's kind of like, did you really get your money's worth? I mean, I guess you're paying for the experience, right? But
I was about to say, it's all about the experience.
No, I get the experience, like, yeah, but
it's like the menu.
It's kind of saying, okay, you're gonna go pay for a basketball game, and then somebody makes one score, one basket, and then they just like, okay, that's it. Everybody go home, fuck off.
That's
that's the game.
You're explaining soccer. Basically, matches can go like one score per game or something like that.
I guess, but I think that's why soccer players get really aggressive, is because it takes so fucking long for them to score. So when it actually happens, it's like, fuck yeah, baby, let's go. Like, we got one. It only took us 45 minutes. I get it. It's a lot of running, No, don't even get me started on I've seen them. The fake falling down. Jesus Christ.
No, there's a reason why people make fun of it so much.
Mm-hmm. It's like literally a part of sports. Like, if it wasn't there, it wouldn't be soccer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, sports games just... worst games. And I can't believe they're still doing so well. Like, that people just continue to keep buying these. When it's the same thing year after year.
What's funny is that they come out like $60, but they end up like getting lowered in a matter of a month, I think.
Backtrack to that. I bought the NBA game that I had bought for $40. I kid you not. Like what, 2 months? Literally. Shit dropped to five or 10 or $5, I think. And I told the guy, like, hey, like, I just barely got this. They're like, oh no, GameStop's cheap as fuck, everybody knows that. They're fucking scammers, basically. But still,
bullshit when it comes to resales.
Bullshit. Like I said, I just wanted to get rid of the game because I just felt disappointed knowing that I owned it.
Oh, you know what was bullshit? A bullshit story? I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all have already experienced this with GameStop if you ever go there. But Angel got his Xbox Series X. The only way he could get it was, well, at the time, because, it was a lot rare.
They were kind of hard to come by at the time.
It was the Xbox Series X, but you had to buy it as a bundle, with 2 other games. And that bundle was Far Cry 6, and it would have been cool if it was Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but no, it was NBA 2K.
I think at the time it was 22, I think.
Yeah,
It was before.
just
It was
last year.
it was just this last year.
No, it was the NBA 23, I think, because it was in 2022. It goes for the year.
It goes for the It's true. It's true.
Oh yeah, and it was full price. And well, first off, like we tried selling it back, and I think they were gonna allow it, even though it was part of the bundle. But it was still in its wrapper, and because it was still new, but they were like, no, because it's wrapped up, we don't accept it. We don't. I guess they don't accept new returns, and we had the receipt and everything. But they said like, yeah, you have to unwrap it and then sell it, like, you know, kind of like sell it back to us rather than return.
Like, if in other words, it's been used. Like, it's still new, but technically it's used.
And so it was a new game, right? So technically it was $70.
I didn't even play it. I didn't even
that's
open
the thing,
it.
and because it was a Series X game, it was the $10 more. It was $70 instead of $60.
70.
And so I had to like go outside, unwrap it, and then like return it or sell it back. And it was only worth like $5 or less than that.
Well,
and
I think that was another. Yeah, basically what happened with the other game that I got those when I was in college.
Yeah. No, but the reason why it was less, he says, is because the actual game, like we went in about like a week later or something like that when we were gonna actually return the game, I think. Oh no, it wasn't Far Cry 6. Or was it Far Cry 6?
It was 2 games.
No, wasn't it 3? Because I remember you had Call of Duty Vanguard also.
Yes. No, we sold both of them. We sold Vanguard and...
But don't you have Far Cry 6 also?
I think...
Oh, you bought it.
I got it for digital.
No, I bought it for digital.
So I didn't need it.
I think you traded... You're trading for... You used those games...
The cash from that to buy those games, and then I paid off the difference that it wouldn't cover.
Yeah, that
I
was
remember
what happened.
now. But still, it didn't cover anything.
Yeah, well, Call of Duty covered more than...
Which is surprising. Well, not really surprising, because, like I said, sports games are dog shit.
Oh yeah. And back to it. Sorry, I forgot. When we returned that game, the value for that game had already dropped to like $20 when it was $70 before. So they went off of the amount, what it was now worth, and that's why it was like way less than Call of Duty when we returned it. Yeah. It was like bullshit. Like the game was bought at this price.
I wanted to sell it to somebody. I wanted to sell it online to like just, you know, whoever would actually like those games that wants to collect them. And I tried looking up like, you know, to sell them. And that's the price they were. So I was like, why the fuck would anybody buy these games? And then if you even try to resell them or whatever, automatically it's like a fucking car all of a sudden. It just, you know, as soon as you take it off that fucking lot, the price just dropped down like 50% or 20% or some shit. Like, it's just, their system is just fucking terrible. Like, literally just a fucking ripoff. So, for anybody who plans on buying games or
just
selling,
don't buy sports.
Don't even bother with GameStop. Just don't even bother with it.
And if you really do like sports games, like that's your thing.
I mean, I get it.
Just wait a month.
They're fun. Cheap. I guess they could be fun if you have friends and stuff. Just, I don't think you even deserve to have to pay $70 for something that's literally gonna repeat for the next year. Like, you don't even deserve that. It's just not fair as a person. Yeah, like all they do is just slap on a new name.
It's the equivalent of buying every Call of Duty every year. Well, other than the fact of the new Call of Duties, those have actually been changing things up. But yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. This guy gets it.
They get it. But yeah, just I don't know. I can't. I mean, yes, there's just those goofy kind of fighting games, but you know it's different. But yeah, it's just no. There's a reason I guess why shooters are like the best ones usually is because you know it's just easier and there's more stuff to do than just.
Actually, I think the best kind of games are fantasy RPG.
Yeah, but they're so. Actually, you would be kind of because I mean, if you think about it, when it comes down to $70 worth of a game, RPGs offer the most because they're you could literally end up getting a playing worth of like $100 worth of a game within
And most
for
of the time,
$70.
people play games to escape. And what better way to escape than actually roleplay? That's what RPG is, a role-playing game.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So now we know what probably the most famous game is.
Yeah. Well, that's just my theory, anyways. I don't really follow the whole gaming thing or.
You know what? I'll look up what's the most
popular gaming
popular
genre?
game genre. My phone's kind of slow, so.
BK, have it your way. I feel like my pelvis is gonna pop, sitting crisscross applesauce.
Okay, so most popular is it game genre? So there's
Imagine sports comes out. I would be so.
It says this post was of March 7th, 2023. Our most recent data shows that gamers are locked and loaded when it comes to shooter games.
Oh.
So yeah. Oh, and then I guess another one back in November 29th, 2022, there was one that said out of the above genres, the most popular are likely RPGs and casual games. So basically it's going to be those two. Fantasy and shooters.
Sweet,
which is kind of obvious.
Baby. Some Monster Hunter?
And wow, okay, so in this chart, those are video game sales back in 2018 by genre. So the top was action, then shooter, then roleplay at 11%. There was then sport, adventure, fighting, racing, strategy, and other. Now, in my opinion, sport, fighting, racing are basically the same shit.
Yeah, they're all more or less the same. Well, it depends the fighting. Like, UFC fighting is way different from...
Well, like I said, there's those goofy kind of fightings, and then there's also, like, Street Fighter and Tekken, but you can't compare those. Those are, like, a bit more funner to UFC.
You can't compare those to the sport fighting games.
Yeah, you can't really compete to that. Which I'm surprised, because back in 2018, I don't remember what games were out at the time, but I would assume fighting would have been way higher than sports. Because Tekken, Mortal Kombat, those big hitters out there. And then other. What the fuck is other? What do you got, like a hentai games and stuff? Or what's going on with the other?
What would be other?
I don't know, strategy, racing, fighting, adventure.
Oh, like maybe Bejeweled, mobile game, like those, like puzzles.
Candy Crush?
Yeah.
I think that's one of them.
I think that would be like other accounts. I like Bejeweled. Tetris counts.
Oh my god! Actually, at work when I was talking to Jahaira at work, and I was telling her like, do you know Tetris? Because she started messing with stuff. She started like cleaning. She started cleaning the place, and she was trying to like organize. And I was like, I don't know, looking at you, it's like reminding me of Tetris. And she's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Oh,
what's that? What the fuck? How do you not know what Tetris is, man?"
I was like, "You don't know what Tetris?" And she's like, "I think I know what you're talking about." And I was like, the board and like, and she's like, "Oh, that game." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like, "Oh God, you're making me think like, what the hell? what kind of world is this?"
I forgot the rhythm of it.
Oh.
Is it the Reeboks or the Nikes?
Well, that concludes that we were basically right. That as far as what the best was, not really on the worst, but that's just our opinion.
Well, I thought fantasy. You thought shooters.
It depends. Like I said, I guess it just depends what comes out that year and what's hitting. New Call of Duty coming in, shooters are gonna hit up like crazy. But yeah.
Oh,
that's pretty much the take on those games.
Now take on this.
Now what else is there? I was actually watching Spider-Man 3.
Oh really?
Last night, yes. Which is really weird.
Why?
Because we think alike. That was really strange.
The universe has been so in sync with me lately. Like, I hear a song one day and a song comes out another day. I say the exact same thing somebody else is gonna say. They don't count as a jinx, but if two people go like this at the same time, do you think that would count as a jinx? It's not a word, but
no, it's not a word. I don't think so, because I think it would be more like it's more of a phrase. Like, yeah,
it's not a phrase.
Not a
That's even more than a word.
Not a phrase, but like catchphrase. Like the moment of saying something, more than that. What you're saying would just be more like mimicking.
Yeah, but it was at the same time, so it's like no, mimicking is like
that's
okay. No, mimicking is like this. Look, like say something.
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 See how I'm saying one thing and then you're saying it right after. You're saying one thing and I'm saying it right after.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. See, that's mimicking, but it was done at the exact same time.
time.
Whoa, Jinx, you owe me a Coke. Pinch punch.
We finish each other's sentences.
Finish each other's sandwiches. Yeah, let's try to finish each other's sentences. Go.
You ended your own sentence.
Oh yeah, I didn't. No, I meant like you start a sentence, and then I yeah.
Oh, okay. I like to eat my sandwiches with.
Did you say sandwiches?
Did I say sang? I think I might have said sandwiches. Sandwiches.
With bread.
Wrong.
You don't like eating?
No.
No. I cover the ham with more ham.
Just go to Subway. Double set hammy. What? I said double hammy. Just give you just a big, what do you call it? Well, what is it? Napkin or no? Like the cover that it's in.
A wrap.
A wrap. Just like big leaky wrap of just the grease of like the ham or something. Just lettuce and whatever, just mounted in there.
It's a meatball sub, wrapped in cold cuts.
If you asked for a meatball sub without the bread,
fucking like just
it would just be like spaghetti meatballs.
Yeah.
Or well, just meatballs.
Just meatballs, yeah.
It would just be meatballs. Like, oh, can I just have some meatballs?
It's just a bag full of balls. Boba.
Like, that would actually be funny if you just went there and just said that.
It's meaty boba. I want to make my own boba. Wait, we got off track.
What the hell are we talking about?
The way we got off track is you mentioned Spider-Man being in sync, and then that's when we start. Or that's when I started.
How did it start?
But because I said take on this, and then he
but
said.
What was before that? I mean.
I don't remember. It was. I think we had ended with talking about games.
Oh, we had said what the worst. Yeah, I don't remember.
All she needed was some.
I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, I don't remember how we got to this point. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, to be honest, I don't fucking know either.
I was about to say that. I don't fucking know either. No, that's a trailer.
No, that's a movie right there. We could cut this one short. It's at 25 minutes. Pinch it short.
Wait, you said of predicting stuff.
Oh, at the very end. Oh,
you said You said that you've been calling a lot of stuff out, and then you asked if what counts as a mocking or the.
We got that part down. But that already that was kind of like leading out of our original conversation about like games and stuff. You know what I mean, homie? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, like what? Well, like right now, okay. What's one of the worst games that's out right now? If you want to go back to that topic.
I can't think. You're putting me on the spot. Worst games out.
Right now, what was a game that people like hyped up really bad?
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Apparently, it's really good.
I'm just kidding. I haven't played it. It only came out like yesterday. I mean, Friday.
Well, no, when I saw apparently Moise's video said it was really good, and I've seen other YouTubers apparently they're playing it, so assuming it's really good.
All the remakes look like it's really good. or like all the past remakes were really good. Like, I'm pretty sure this one was gonna be good also.
I've always wanted to play the 4, but I never did.
Buy it.
With the GameCube.
Buy it.
I'm gonna buy it for my VR, bro. I'm gonna be.
It's so
Leon.
different though, because the VR one is the original Resident Evil 4 version.
Yeah, but I
Those
want to be.
graphics.
I want to be Leon. I want to be able to throw eggs at people and.
Bleach your hair again then and learn karate.
I already know karate. I did a week.
We did 2 days, if anything.
It was longer in my head.
Because we went every no, we went 4 times, but it was every other Tuesday.
Yeah. I actually wish we stayed in it, but you know.
Yes, sensei.
Wait, why didn't we stay? Just cause, right?
Because it was only like a free like little test course that mom got or
We
something.
didn't have that money.
Besides, it was like
It was super fucking
wasn't it
far.
like in Brownsville or some crap like that?
Yeah. It was a quite distance. We'd be spending the gas to get there. Just to learn how to, you know,
I don't know.
defend.
It felt kind of fake being there. Like I know it was only the introductory course, but like it felt lame.
Yeah, at the same time, it's kind of like you felt embarrassed just to be there.
And no, not really embarrassed. It's just like
No, I mean, no, it felt embarrassed because just the other kids that were there just made it feel like it was something you would see off YouTube.
yeah.
Like something like a fake ass defense. Like it made you feel like
Yeah, like some of them weren't taking it seriously.
No, well, I mean we get it. You know, they're kids, but I mean we were the same age as well.
Well, I think they were more my age. You were like
Yeah, I
the
was
older
slightly
one.
older. Yeah, true. Technically, I could have gone with the older people, but they didn't let me because since I was a year younger.
Oh, that was why?
Yeah, apparently, like the reason why I had to be put class with like
The kids
slightly
course instead of the
younger.
adults, or like
well the like teens was because of my age, because I was slightly 1 year younger. So like, man, fuck this. I like shit. I'd rather just take my chances just fighting somebody my own style than learning somebody else's style.
No. Yeah. And what style did you create? What do you call your style?
I call it I just made that up.
I call mine the snap, crackle, and pop.
I just made it up 5 seconds ago.
I call it the bullshit. Bullshit 3000.
I call it the bullshit
The bullshit.
haymaker.
The bullshitinator.
Anyone could be a fighter.
It's just whether you're good at it or
It's
not.
just you could be naturally good at it. You could fucking suck ass at it. I mean, you never know until your ass is right there.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Giving the old fisticuffs.
You wanna dabble in a battle of fisticuffs? I was trying to think of a smart way of saying battle.
Doing the old English brawler.
Turn to an Irishman all of a sudden.
I'm gonna put them up.
Put 'em up, babe. Put 'em up. It's high noon.
How the fuck did that become a Western thing?
I don't know. I thought of Indiana
It's
Jones.
just like somebody put them up. It's high noon.
I thought of Indiana Jones when the guy's like all like doing flips and stuff.
Yeah,
and
but
like,
I
he
just like
shoots him.
you saying that. I just imagine the guy that's actually like ready to fucking fight, and the guy just says fuck that, and just like from that. But I just imagine like in real life if somebody actually just did that, just like fuck no, I'm not dealing with that. Just fucking shoots the guy. I know there's a lot of people out there that say, "Oh, I've seen some like posts on Instagram before." I know we're kind of getting off track again, but it was just hilarious because some people, when a conflict happens, you know, sometimes a guy will pull out a gun, and they'll tell the guy, you know, to back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would see some comments, you know, so where like some people will be like, "Oh, of course he pulls out a gun because he doesn't know how to fight." Well, I mean, one is you don't know what the other guy's on. You don't know if the other guy's on something or if he has a weapon. He could stab your ass as soon as the fighting happens. He could pull out a knife and stab you.
Yeah.
I mean, you just never know. I mean, that's worst case scenario. But at the same time, it's like if you have it, why deal with fighting when you could just shoot them?
Right.
Like, tell him to back off. I mean, why is he gonna engage and risk himself? Like, oh shit, yes, I need to prove something. Let me fight. Like, no, he's gonna say,
this isn't an anime. Like,
he's like, yeah,
you don't need to fight everyone.
This ain't no like, I must fight you to destroy your fighter spirit so that I may get stronger. Well, what kind of bullshit is that? Like, no, they're just gonna cap your ass on spot. Especially if you start getting aggravated. And that's why a lot of people say, don't fuck with people sometimes. You don't know what mind state they're at. So you say one bad thing and next thing you know, well, you don't know because you're dead. Yeah. So, I mean, it's just how it goes. You can take your chances, I mean. But good luck to you.
I would walk around with a big revolver on my hip. It won't be loaded, but, just to scare people so they won't want to engage in a fight. Because, like, yeah, you're badass if you get in a fight and you win and stuff. But at the same time, it's just a very tiring thing to do.
Nah, I think I would like it. I think it would be very...
Just getting in a random fight?
Huh?
Just getting in a random fight?
Well, I think it would be more satisfying if it's somebody that deserves it.
Yeah.
I think that would be definitely more satisfying. Be like, the women and the children too. Anakin, stop!
Stop beating them up! They attacked me first! They just told you to stop! You start beating up the person who told you to stop.
Are you looking at me, fucker? Just start randomly going at people. He's enjoying this a little too much. We gotta stop. We gotta put him down.
Why is Anakin starting shit again?
I shall bring you down, target. But nah, I don't know. Like, when I saw that post, it's kind of like dumb though, because yeah, it's funny how people are like, so like the people that post that is like, okay, so you're gonna randomly, if a guy just says, I want to fight you, or just like, okay, you want to start something, you're just gonna randomly go up to him. I mean, doesn't really, like I said, most of the time it's probably not gonna go the way you want it. Mm-hmm. Like, it's probably not gonna go the way you usually want.
I'm a YouTuber now, so if I'm gonna challenge anybody to a fight, I have to challenge them to a televised boxing fight.
Honestly, I think if anybody, in some cases, these things where they call them YouTuber boxing matches, which is all around just embarrassing because if you don't realize it's just money, they're just after you guys' money.
Yeah, unless it's like a for fun thing for like charity, then.
And if that, sense. Well then okay, yeah. But if it's like one of those series, like I need to prove my manhood
and stuff.
Yeah, it's like
they're just doing it to make.
Like, calm down. It can be resolved easily.
Yeah.
But if in my case, I think the best, if someone starts something, I think with you, I would do it for free. Do
it on the streets, like Rocky 4.
Because the fact is, if they're only doing it for attention, if they're only doing it because, I'm going to get money out of this whole fight, well then, wouldn't it be better just to fight for free? And then like, okay, if you really want this fight, then you do it for free.
Do it on the streets or something. Like when he tells Tommy Gunn and then the other dude, he's like, no, only fight in the ring.
You gotta fight in the ring.
That reminded me of that scene.
What are you doing, Tommy? Get your suit. Or something like that. Like, yeah. That's basically it. That's actually a pretty good example. Is he wanted a payday, he wanted something to prove, but if you do it for free, it's just you're doing it just for the fact of pride now, which it's better than doing it for money. You're doing it a little bit more for, I guess not bad pride. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're doing it for yourself.
But more as if the guy's offending.
Scott earned the power of self-love.
But yeah, in that case, I feel like it would be best scenario is the one that's being attacked, like that one that didn't start first, would insist like, okay, I will fight you, but don't get paid for it, because I mean, yeah, you're gonna get some hits in there, and they're gonna hit you, maybe a few, but you're gonna be able to tell that the other person's just doing it for attention. They're attention whores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they say like, oh no, well I want it to be a legit fight with, pay-per-view, or how some YouTubers want to make it seem like they're fucking going for a big ass title fight. they're looking for a payday. That's it. They're just using you.
Yeah, if they actually do want to be a fighter, then in that case, like, do actual legit fighting rather than challenging another YouTuber.
Challenging YouTubers or even challenging people that literally don't have
any fighting skills.
No even knowledge of it. Like sometimes they fight people that don't have any know-how of how to even fight or the concept of even fighting. They're just that good of people. And of course, there's even the people that don't know, but they will fuck you up because you pissed them off. They will learn for the sake of it to put you in your place. It's like how Mike Tyson says, man. We're all just a lot of people hiding behind screens.
Just a sweet, sweet fantasy.
Mm-hmm. Who sings the song? Is it Mariah Carey?
Yeah, you said her name weird, though.
Mariah Carey?
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. I like me that Mariah Carey. She got that song, what is it, the Christmas one that comes on every motherfucking year.
Well, yeah, it does come out every year.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I guess that was way off topic, but that was actually a thing that had always bothered me. Was the whole YouTube fighting thing. I guess it was just one of those things that finally came out. It bothered me for so long. Like, just, like, Jesus, either you fight or don't. Like, just stop being a little bitch about it. And especially if it's for, like, usually a lot of them are for over dumb shit. Like, literally stuff that can be resolved easily. But no, you got something to prove. Everyone's becoming Creed now, as they say. Everyone's got something to prove. Just watch. Everybody's gonna come out fucking feeling like John Wick in a little bit. Well, I know it already came out, but watch. You're gonna watch a lot of people just going around, just start. I just don't. It'd be so fucking weird. Just somebody went randomly into another guy, thinking that everyone around him is a fucking assassin trying to kill him. Just fucking jujitsuing everybody.
Just has a pencil with him everywhere, fucking, walking around with it.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Pencil.
Yeah, it's one of those. What's it called? The pen guards.
Yeah.
A pocket protector.
Pocket protector.
Just has a shit ton. This is my cartridge right here. This is my clip.
That's actually like some shit you would see Dexter have. Bullseye. Like.
Well, his actual comic thing is he has like those. I think he has on his thighs. I think he has like some. Like dart looking things where they're flat edged, and then he has some that are bladed.
Like if he was like not undercover, I guess like not being too obvious that he's a villain, you know. You could like literally walk around like in an office with like pencils and like.
Well, he would probably didn't even have to walk in. He would just have to like grab a pencil that's just laying there and just like.
No, but that's why he comes in with ammo on him.
Just has a shit ton. He opens his jacket like that. Like when the guys pull out like the guns, he just opens his jacket. You just see a shit ton of pencils.
You fight him and in an office supply.
And then he'll be like, he would make a kill with it, and he'd just be like, "I'm always on point."
On point.
Get it? Yeah, it's a pencil. Ha ha ha.
Fucking stupid. Ha 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 ha. We got off track again.
It's just there's so many things distracting. There's so many dumb things to say.
So many dumb things to say. So little time to say them in.
Yes, so little. But again, I lost track. Like I said, there was a bunch of things I found really weird with the internet.
So yeah, end of the day, sports games suck. Jinx, BK, have it your way.